The universe should be overflowing with civilizations. So why is it silent? That question has haunted scientists for decades, echoing through observatories, radio telescopes, and late-night conversations where the sky feels just a little too big and a little too quiet. Think about it. There are more stars in the observable universe than grains of sand on every beach on Earth combined. Around those stars, planets are not rare accidents anymore. We now know they are everywhere. Rocky worlds, ocean worlds, super-Earths wrapped in thick atmospheres. Some of them sit in the so-called habitable zone, where liquid water could exist. The ingredients for life are not rare. In fact, they seem almost ordinary. And yet, when we listen, when we scan the skies, when we point our most sensitive instruments into the darkness, we hear nothing, no signals, no beacons, no unmistakable signs of someone out there looking back. This contradiction has a name, the Fermi Paradox. A simple question with an uncomfortable weight. If the universe is so vast and so old, where is everybody? Out of that silence comes one of the most unsettling ideas in all of science. The Great Filter, a hidden barrier, a cosmic bottleneck that stands between dead matter and a galaxy-spanning civilization. And the most terrifying possibility of all is not just that it exists, but that it might already be behind us. To understand why that thought is so disturbing, we need to start at the beginning, where optimism first collided with silence. For a long time, scientists believed the question of alien life could be approached statistically. If you know the number of stars, the number of planets, and the chances of life forming, you can estimate how many civilizations might exist. This idea was formalized in what is known as the Drake equation. It breaks the problem into steps: stars that form, planets that orbit them, worlds that could support life, life that actually appears, life that becomes intelligent, civilizations that develop technology, civilizations that survive long enough to communicate. At every step, we multiply probabilities, and at first glance, the galaxy looks generous. Billions of stars in our galaxy alone, trillions of galaxies in the observable universe. Even if intelligent life is rare, the numbers are so enormous that it should still emerge many times over. That was the expectation. A universe teeming with voices, a cosmos filled with signals crisscrossing the void like invisible highways. But expectation is not reality. As our technology improved, as we built radio telescopes capable of listening to the stars, something strange happened. The more we looked, the quieter it became. No clear transmissions. No repeating patterns that couldn't be explained by natural phenomena. No obvious galactic civilizations broadcasting their existence. Even more puzzling, we began to realize something else. The universe is ancient. Our galaxy alone is over 13 billion years old. Earth is relatively young in comparison. If other civilizations had risen even 1 million years before us, they would have an almost unimaginable head start. 1 million years is nothing on cosmic timescales. It is a blink. A civilization with that advantage could spread across the galaxy, harnessing energy from stars, building megastructures, or leaving unmistakable traces of its existence. So where are they? This is where the silence becomes uncomfortable, because either life is far rarer than we imagined, or something is stopping civilizations from reaching that advanced stage. Something universal, something consistent, something that acts like a filter. And that idea changes everything. The Great Filter is not a single event we can point to in history. It is a concept, a threshold hidden somewhere along the path from non-living chemistry to interstellar civilization. Somewhere along that path, almost every attempt fails. Almost every potential story ends before it can begin. The question that follows is chilling. Where is that failure happening? To explore that, we need to imagine the journey life must take. First, you need a planet with the right conditions. Not too hot, not too cold. Stable enough for chemistry to become complex. Then, somehow, on one of these worlds, chemistry crosses a threshold. Molecules begin to replicate. Life appears. On Earth, this happened relatively early in planetary history, which suggests that simple life might not be the hardest step. But after that, the road becomes more complicated. Single-celled organisms must evolve into complex cells. Those cells must cooperate, forming multicellular life. Then comes intelligence, then technology, then civilization, then survival, long enough to expand beyond a single, fragile planet. At any point along this chain, something could go wrong. A world might host life for billions of years, but never develop intelligence. Or intelligence might appear, but never evolve technology. Or technology might emerge, but destroy its creators before they spread. This is where the theories begin to multiply, each one more unsettling than the last. One possibility is that the filter lies in our past. That life itself is the rare miracle. Maybe the jump from chemistry to biology is so improbable that Earth is one of the only places it ever happened. In that case, we are already the survivors of an almost impossible event. The universe may be quiet because life is extraordinarily rare, but there is another possibility, far more disturbing. What if the filter is still ahead of us? Look at what we know about technological civilizations. On Earth, within just a few centuries of developing industry, we gained the ability to alter the climate, reshape ecosystems, and build weapons capable of ending civilization as we know it. Our progress is fast, exponentially fast, but our wisdom does not always keep pace. One theory suggests that most civilizations eventually destroy themselves, not through cosmic disasters, but through their own success. Nuclear war, runaway artificial intelligence, environmental collapse, resource exhaustion, social fragmentation. 1,000 ways for intelligence to become its own undoing. From a cosmic perspective, even a civilization that lasts 10,000 years might still vanish almost immediately. It would never have time to spread to the stars. Its signals would flicker for a brief moment, then go dark. Another possibility comes from the universe itself. Space is not gentle. Gamma ray bursts can sterilize entire regions of a galaxy in seconds. Nearby supernovae can strip atmospheres from planets. Asteroid impacts can reset evolution entirely. If such events are frequent enough, they could repeatedly wipe out emerging civilizations before they reach maturity. Then there are technological ceilings. Maybe interstellar travel is far harder than we imagine. Maybe energy constraints, biological limits, or the sheer scale of space make expansion effectively impossible. Civilizations might rise, thrive locally, and then fade without ever reaching the stars. And then there is a more philosophical idea, the simulation hypothesis. If reality is not what it seems, if we are part of a constructed system, then the silence might not be absence at all. It might be design, a boundary placed around us for reasons we cannot perceive. But among all these ideas, one stands out because of its cold simplicity, the dark forest hypothesis. In this view, the universe is not a peaceful place waiting to be discovered. It is a silent forest filled with hidden hunters. Every civilization is like a cautious traveler, aware that revealing its location could invite destruction. Broadcasting signals might be dangerous. Silence becomes survival. Everyone listens. No one speaks, because speaking first could mean becoming a target. If that is true, then the silence of the cosmos is not emptiness. It is caution, a galaxy-wide agreement to stay quiet in the dark. But even after exploring all these possibilities, we return to the same haunting question. Where is the great filter? And this is where the idea turns inward, toward us. If the filter is behind us, then life itself is the rarest miracle in existence. The spark that led from chemistry to consciousness might be so unlikely that it has only happened once in our observable region of the universe. In that case, humanity is not just special. We are almost inconceivably lucky. The silence around us would be proof that we made it through a bottleneck that almost nothing survives. But if the filter is ahead of us, then the silence is not comfort. It is warning. It would mean that every civilization reaches a point like ours, a point where technology accelerates faster than control, a point where expansion seems possible, but survival becomes uncertain, a point where most civilizations fail to take the next step. And if that is true, then we are not early. We are not late. We are exactly where many others have been before, standing at the edge of something that has ended countless stories before ours. This perspective transforms the search for alien life into something far more personal. It is no longer just about finding others. It becomes about understanding ourselves, about recognizing whether we are living in the calm before the storm, or the rare aftermath of survival. There is one more unsettling implication. If civilizations consistently destroy themselves shortly after developing advanced technology, then the galaxy might not be empty because life is rare. It might be empty because life rarely lasts long enough to become visible. In that case, every quiet star in the sky is not a sign of absence. It is a reminder of fragility. But there is still hope hidden within this idea. Because if we are aware of the Great Filter, if we are able to imagine it, study it, and understand its possibilities, then we may also be able to avoid it. Awareness itself could be the advantage that previous civilizations never had. We are, in a sense, listening before we speak, looking before we leap, trying to understand the consequences of intelligence while we still have time to change direction. And that brings us to the final, unavoidable thought. The silence of the universe is not just a mystery. It is a question directed at us. If the Great Filter is behind us, then we are the lucky survivors of an almost impossible journey, surrounded by a quiet universe that lost almost everyone else along the way. But if it is still ahead, then we are the first civilization to become aware of it while standing in its shadow. Either way, the responsibility is the same. We are no longer just asking why the universe is silent. We are asking whether we will be the ones who finally break that silence or become part of it.